as part as of our independent living food and cookery, we're going to do an Irish breakfast or a mixed grill there today. So we can see we have the ingredients there. We have our tomatoes, we have our eggs, we have our beans, we have our black pudding, we have our white pudding, we have our rashers slash bacon, and we have our sausages. Okay, so that's the food that we're going to be cooking there on our red chopping board. Okay, we also have our utensils. Our 2 trays there are ready for cooking. We have tin foil and greaseproof paper on the trays. We have our frying pan, and we have our fork, we have our tongs, and we have our egg flip and wooden spoon. Okay, so these are all the utensils that we'll be using, and this is the food that we will be using: the sausages, the rashers, the white pudding, the black pudding, tomatoes, eggs, and beans. There we can see there, we just have to train up our rashers. Okay, so what we're going to do is now we're going to turn on the heat here on the cooker, the ring, and we're going to heat up our pan. We're going to put some oil in the pan, some olive oil, and what we're going to do is we're going to seal off our sausages and our pudding. We have our oven preheated now for to put our items in when they're ready. So we have our pan heating now for our sausages. We've just turned it up, so we're just going to place our sausages in the pan nice and gently, and we're going to put the sausages away to us. It's very important to be careful not to throw the sausages into the pan as the grease will splash at you. Okay, so just nice and gentle. We're just going to seal the sausages off and then put them on a tray and put them into the oven. Okay, so there we go. We have all our sausages into the pan, and we're just going to use a fork here just to turn them and keep them cooking in the pan. We're just going to colour them and seal off the sausages. Okay, you can see there our sausages are sealing off. They're nice, and a bit of colour is coming into them. We're sealing the flavour in, and they're nearly ready now to go in the tray for the going in the oven. You can see here our sausages are sealed off. So what we're going to do is now we're just going to turn off the cooker, and we're going to start placing the sausages on the tray. Okay, so we're just going to place all the sausages that are sealed off now on the tray, which we will put them in the oven. Okay, so sausages are nice and sealed off. Okay, pan is switched off. The heat underneath the pan is switched off. Okay, and we're leaving all that excess oil in the pan. So the next phase now is what we're going to do is we're just going to turn on the cooker again. We're just going to seal off the pudding. Okay, the black and white pudding. And we're going to put the black and white pudding on the same tray as the sausages. Okay, so there we go. Our black and white pudding is on the pan. The sausages are here on the tray. They're all ready to go into the oven. We're going to time everything, and then we're going to put everything into the oven together, so everything will be cooked at the same time. You can see there our pudding is sealed on one side. We've just turned it over, and we're just going to give it 2 minutes on the other side, and then we're going to pop it on the tray then with our sausages. Here we are, all our prep is done. We have our sausages and our pudding sealed off, ready to go into the oven. We have our rashers all trayed up, ready to go into the oven. We have our tomatoes cut in half on our green chopping board, all ready to go in the oven. So I'm just going to place the tomatoes on the tray with the sausages and the pudding. Okay, so what we're going to do is now we're going to put everything in the oven, and within the next 15 to 20 minutes our rashers and sausages will be cooked. Okay, yeah, we're just placing all our items into the oven here. Our rashers, sausages, black and white pudding, and our tomatoes. Okay, as our rashers is on top. So the oven is preheated, and within 15 to 20 minutes we're going to keep an eye on all the items in the oven and they should be cooked. Alright, so we close up the oven and off they go. We're just heating up the oil in the pan just for the eggs, so it's very important just, you know, have a gentle heat under the eggs when you're frying an egg. You don't want the egg, the oil to be kind of spitting at you, or the egg to be spitting at you. So we're just going to heat up the oil, and then we're going to lower it down, and then we're going to crack our eggs into the pan. Nice and hot now for our eggs. So what we're going to do is we're just going to lower down the temperature down to 2 on the cooker here on the hob. Okay, and then we're going to start cracking our eggs in. So the trick is when you're frying an egg or cracking an egg into the pan, just tap it off the side of the pan, okay, and just go down low, go down very low with the egg, and just ease it into the pan like so. Okay, so we're just going to do another one there. So we're just going to move the pan around, just going to tap it, okay, and then we're just going to go low with the egg into the pan like so. Okay, and then we're going to get one down into the middle. Just going to go low again, low into the pan. Okay, just release the egg out, nice and gentle, and it's going to cook away nice and gentle. Okay, so the slower the eggs are cooking out on the cooker, the better they work out, or the better they cook. Okay, check on our items now in the oven. You can see the rashers are cooking away. We're going to turn them, and the sausages, tomato and pudding is cooking away also. Okay, so we're going to turn our rashers. To our eggs there, you can see our eggs are cooking out nicely there. We'll just have them there on a gentle heat. So we're just going to let them cook away there, and then we're going to take them out of the pan, and we're going to put them on a tray. Our rashers are cooked, so we've just taken them out of the oven and we've just put them to one side. We're just waiting on our sausages, our pudding and our tomato to cook in the oven. So we're just going to leave our rashers to one side, and we're just waiting on our sausages, pudding and tomato to cook. Everything is more or less cooked, so what we're going to do is we're going to put everything back into the oven. We're going to put our eggs in the oven, our rashers, sausages, tomatoes and pudding in the oven, and we're going to heat everything up, and we're ready for service there. Our beans are nice and hot, so we're just going to flash our eggs, our rashers, sausages, tomato and our pudding back in the oven just for 5 minutes, and then we're ready for service now. Heat the plate up now. Okay, so we have our beans on, so we're going to put 2 sausages on the plate, and we're going to put 2 rashers on the plate. Okay, we're going to put black and white pudding. Okay, and then we're going to put 2 eggs. 2 eggs. Okay, and then we have our tomatoes. So we have our tomato there. Okay, so there you can see there we have our 2 fried eggs, our 2 sausages, our beans and our black and white pudding. Okay, so that's our Irish breakfast for today with the group. So we're going to serve that now with tea and toast.